everyone, this is Rene Anthony, Hotshot Trucking and Travel. We got Phil with us out here in Utah, beautiful Utah. Man, it's beautiful, man. The snow on the mountains, it's just so nice out here, man. Definitely. It's a crisp 43 degrees.
Construction
got some snow on the ground. On our way to deliver a 1954 Bel Air and a 2020 Porsche Speedster. Man, that's a bad boy, man. Bad boy, man. Yeah. Well, I wanted to make a video on insurance. Get a lot of questions about insurance, and I think a lot of people rush into this business and they're not 100% understanding what it actually takes to start in this business, and the expenses are huge. Insurance is one of those things where it's, you're talking $30,000 for the year, depending where you're at. I had a guy tell me he got quoted $40,000. So it's it's a huge amount of money to put up front to start your business. And I know in Florida, Progressive makes you pay 50% up front, and then 30 days later the additional 50%. There are states like New Jersey where it's a little different. They allow you to put 20% down and then pay in payments. But even 20% down is a huge amount of money for you to pay. You're still, if your insurance is $30,000 a year, 20% down, $6,000, and then every month your payment's going to be about $2,000. Actually, a little more than that. So you're going to have a huge responsibility on your hands there. You got to make sure that you're capable of getting insurance, number one, before you buy your truck and trailer. You don't want to go out and buy a truck and trailer and get to the insurance part and figure out, oh wow, I can't afford this insurance, it's too expensive, this is crazy. If you got to pay everything up front, it's still an expense. The next year is going to come and you're going to have to pay it again. And if you pay in payments every month, that payment is going to be hanging over your head. So you got to get out on the road and grind and make money. Can you make the money to afford the insurance? Of course you can. We're not out here just to break even. I had a guy ask me yesterday, am I going to make more than just breaking even? Well, I wouldn't be out here if I'm just breaking even, guys, and that's a fact. But the truth is, it's not easy, and you do have to grind, and you got to be aware of all the expenses. But I think number one is going to be your insurance. The cost of insurance is so high and it's so difficult to get. If it's your first time getting insurance in this industry and you have no experience, and when they say experience, they want lost run reports. They want 3 years lost runs. Every insurance company I've ever called, and they're all the same. And I have an office in Florida, office in Texas, and I also had an office in Georgia where we check the rates there. And they were all the same. The only company that does not ask you for lost run reports is Progressive. Progressive won't ask you for lost run reports, but they're pretty high on the cost. And so what type of insurance do you need? You need $1 million liability. So minimum, you need $1 million liability. Now, if you run in the state, like the state of Florida only, and do not leave the state of Florida, you only need $300,000 liability. But if you run the United States and you cross state lines, then you need $1 million liability. Cargo insurance, the minimum you need is $100,000. So for most load boards, they require you to have $100,000 cargo. I have $250,000 cargo, which enables me to carry a little higher end vehicles. A lot of times when I'm picking up certain vehicles, they'll ask me, how high is your insurance? And I used to only have $100,000. But what happened with $100,000 is that I would get brokers and dealerships not wanting to send me the vehicle because I only had $100,000 insurance. So I upped my insurance to $250,000 cargo. So anything I carry is covered up to $250,000 per occurrence. Now you don't have to start with that. You can start with $100,000, and just not, if there's somebody that asks you for the $250,000, just send them the $100,000, and if they tell you no, you just move forward, and just get another vehicle. But yeah, that's basically insurance in a nutshell. I mean, be prepared for that expense. Don't wait until you buy your truck and trailer and then say, I'm going to go ahead now and see how much insurance costs. Get a quote. Be proactive. Call Progressive. Give them your information. Go to a dealership and the type of truck you want. Take a picture of the VIN number. Give that to Progressive and they'll give you a quote. Then you'll have a really good idea on how much insurance is going to cost. And keep in mind, the cost of insurance for a $3,500 or a $5,500 is day and night. It's a big difference in cost. So make sure that whatever truck you are going to buy, and I recommend you buy the $5,500, but whatever truck you are going to buy, make sure that you already, get the quote on that truck so you're prepared, Insurance is super, super big part of this business, and it's a huge expense. A lot of people, when they're picking up vehicles, they forget to calculate that expense into your actual expenses. So, a lot of people just say, oh, my gas is 40 cents a mile or 38 cents a mile. And, I add a couple more cents for this, and then they forget all about the cost of insurance, Insurance is a daily cost. Every day that costs money, regardless if you're driving or not. So break everything down so you know your per mile cost, When I'm running, I know exactly what it costs me per mile to run this truck. And that includes insurance, maintenance, everything that goes involved into actually moving this truck around. I even have, a account that is dedicated to a new truck. In case this truck ever takes a doo-doo on me, I'm able to go out and buy another truck cash and not have to wait and finance it and pay someone interest, Especially, if you've already been out there driving, you should have a stash saved up for a new truck. Because our trucks are the lifeline of this business, A lot of people start buying a new truck. When it breaks down, they go out of business. That's it, Because they can't afford $15,000 to change something out, fix it, or whatever the case is. So it's very important, to go over all your expenses and keep in mind that cost of insurance, People say, what's the best insurance company to go with? Well, it's simple. I go with whoever's the cheapest, to be honest with you. Right now, I'm with Progressive, but that's because I don't have 3 years lost runs, I'm running out of Texas. I have an office in Texas that we actually have recently changed from Florida, and it was a lot cheaper there. But I've heard states like Mississippi, New Jersey has a law where they can't deny you on insurance. Is that correct, Phil? Yeah. So New Jersey has, what is it called?
It's called an assignment program.
So New Jersey has what's called an assignment program where if there's no competition and nobody else willing to insure you, then that company must insure you. And that's a cool thing, I guess to have, So just keep in mind everything when it comes to your expenses and insurance, okay? So what insurance company? I just go with whoever gives you the best rate, to be honest with you, and shop around, but and remember, once you do get insurance, you want to keep it solid for 3 years, so that way you have experience, so that way in the future you have that 3-year experience, and then you can switch to any company out there. There's a lot of other companies. There's not even a lot. I'd say there's like a few other companies that insure us and do what we do, but there are some that are cheaper, but you have to have experience. So at the end of the day, shop around and look at other states. What state might be cheaper as well? Mississippi is really, really inexpensive. Indiana, there's a lot of states where the insurance is a lot cheaper than New York or Florida or the big cities, because there's a lot of fraud in these big cities. So that's my take on insurance, guys. And make sure, man, remember, insurance is the biggest expense in this. I mean, your truck expense, it's huge as well, but insurance is an every year reoccurring charge. Your truck's a one-time thing, and then if you keep the maintenance up on it, it's good. Remember, insurance is every year, so make sure you have a fund for insurance, so that way you're ready and prepared to pay your premium on the following year, guys. You know, but all right, hey, I appreciate y'all listening, man. Again, it's Rene Anthony, Hotshot Trucking and Travel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, man. Click the little bell at the bottom, man. I really appreciate it, you know. Follow us on Instagram at Hotshot Trucking and Travel. I'll be posting a lot of cool little pictures and videos of where I'm at, short videos. But I really appreciate y'all, man. And also, if you haven't heard about the Truckers Union, subscribe to the Truckers Union. It's on YouTube. So at the Truckers Union, and basically what we're doing is I'm trying to get everybody together so that way we could create a union and we could fix these rates, man, and stop with this cheap freight, you know. Let me tell you, man, the rates are horrible, and if we stick together, guys, we could change that, man. That's a fact. I need everybody's support, man. So if you're not subscribed yet to the Truckers Union, subscribe to my YouTube channel there, and let's try to get this thing out there and get everybody united, man. If we're united as one, man, these rates, we could control them, man. There's no reason that there should be 29-cent per mile loads, man. Guys, we can't run our trucks like that, man. It doesn't matter if you have 9 cars or 8, guys. 9-car haulers, man, if you're watching this right now, stop taking those 29-cent rates, man. You're killing us out here, man. Stand strong and stop it, okay? Remember, guys, please subscribe to this channel, Hotshot Trucking and Travel, and subscribe to the Truckers Union, man. Remember, the Truckers Union. It's amazing, man. I'm telling you, if we stick together, guys, man. Hey, I love everybody watching this, man, and thank you for following me on YouTube, man. I really appreciate it, guys. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment down below. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos, man, and posting them up. So this week, you're going to see an influx of videos, guys. But thanks a lot, man. And Phil's relaxed over there. Oh, look at him. All right, guys, man. Y'all take care. Thanks a lot, man. Again, Rene Anthony, Hotshot Trucking and Travel, guys.